sit back. Welcome, cowards, to the He/Him podcast. I've got a special coward on today.
That's me.
It's Celeste.
You know I had to do it to him.
You know that rat in that video?
Yeah.
She's here. She's in this video.
Oh my god, it's a rat.
It's a rat.
Holy shit. Oh shit.
Speaking of cowards, actually I've got something to open this with. I got a little something to read out to you.
Nice. Is it a poem?
Yeah, it's a poem about cowards.
Oh.
So I want to read this little yearbook quote out to you.
Okay.
Okay, so with this, imagine it has no spaces and it's all like kind of like text talk, so like a you instead of YOU kind of thing.
Right.
Life's 10% what happens to me, 90% how I react to it. Observation runs parallel to justification on a track of self-truth. Love you much, Carly Scott's Shanna. The world's your stage. Break a leg. Dad, you taught me how to be a man. Mum, you taught me how to be a person. Thanks, love you both. To my boys, I'm taking you with me. Tyler, ZJ, JL, PM, MB, KB, BM, CM, plus TT, MK, Tin, Mike, shit stinks. I want you now to guess what celebrity's yearbook that is.
That's a celebrity.
That's a celebrity's yearbook.
Little Uzi Vert. Wait, no, let me guess again.
It's kind of written the way that like little Uzi Vert like speaks.
Yeah.
It just needs like all the flower emojis and shit.
Oh, okay, that's a hint.
No.
Kim Kardashian.
No. I'll give you a natural hint.
Okay.
He's had a very high grossing movie recently.
Stanley.
No. Shout out my voice.
Shout out Stanley.
Do they even have fucking yearbooks back then? Like, I mean, I guess.
Oh,
probably.
harsh. That's all their life was, books. And you're just dissing the one thing. Oh.
Yeah, come on.
A high grossing movie recently.
Second clue. It's one of the Chris's.
Oh, okay. Chris Evans.
You got it.
Fuck off, as if. There's no spaces.
And people are like, why do you write like a full-on essay?
And then the guy next to him has nothing.
I'm so mad we didn't do a yearbook. What would your yearbook quote would have been?
Probably something like stupid and crackhead energy. Honestly, that would be it.
I am stupid. I'm baby. Basically, I'm monkey. No, I think the one I was gonna go with is that ebooks tweet, like everything happens so much, because I really feel like that sums up my high school experience.
Everything happens so much,
and I don't do any of it. That's the HSC experience, baby. Yeah,
I think my quote would be something like, "Sorry for dragging down your ATAR," or. You know, had some good laughs with you guys, even though I wasn't here most of the time.
Shout out I've
or a whole bunch of emojis.
To beep. Oh my god, I need to stop doing that.
Or just the Shaka Bra emoji.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, no, because the reason why we didn't do it is because you have to organise it yourself. And organisation is not something our gear group was known for.
Ever.
Yeah.
No.
So
I think a couple of people wanted to do it and they wanted to do like awards. But then
I was thinking like we could do like the quote, like fun quote, and then also like favourite memory, which is a lot of like what American schools do.
That's what my public school did.
Really? That's cute. I went to a Catholic school that was like, get the fuck out of here.
True.
Here's your education, get out.
Get the fuck out. Okay.
Your socks are on wrong. Trip over on.
Is that an ear piercing?
If you don't have asphalt, like scars, did you truly go to a Catholic high school?
Did you go to a Catholic school in general?
If you had grass at your school, was it really Catholic school? St. Mary's, not valid. Not a real Catholic school, confirmed.
Did you have to do homework for 10 weeks or like the whole term every week when you were in primary school?
Shit. We had like Yeah, there was like a sheet that you got given at the start of the week, and then
Yeah.
you had to have it finished by the end. It was just
Yeah.
like usually a
And
sheet.
it was every week of the term, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Well, backstory, I babysit some kids at
This is Celeste law.
yeah, at the same Catholic school you went to. when you were young, and
Tullamore Central School. As a public school. That's
no,
a
not
throwback.
that crackhead place. Where all crackheads are born.
Hey, come on now. There's only like 200 people in that town, alright?
Yeah, and I'm dissing all of them.
Damn, shit.
I'm coming for your brand. So
I've got Drat to worry about, so let's have some respect.
they have a thing called sabbatical, and apparently,
right,
I
yeah.
asked Mum and Dad about it this afternoon because I couldn't tell whether the kids are lying or not. Because at week 5 every term, they don't have homework.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
I
I
was like,
totally forgot about that, but that's totally a thing.
Did you have that? Well, no other school does that except for Catholic schools.
Yep.
Because it's a religious retreat that teachers go on, and they fuck off for about a week or a couple of days, and they legit just do a retreat thing, get paid to do it, and substitute teachers have to fill in for them.
Our high school did it too, though.
When?
Like, sometimes, like...
like a pupil-free day, though.
yeah, but sometimes, like... I'm gonna have to beat this out, but I remember Mr. every now and again would have to go for sabbatical stuff, and he told us about it and was like, yeah, it's gonna shit, but anyway.
Yeah, but like usually if all the teachers went, it'd be a pupil-free day. But we'd still have assessments to do. They just don't have homework that week. At all. And I'm just here, the babysitter, like, fuck, homework takes roughly about half an hour, if
Out
not
of your-
more, out of my what to do. So like,
now what?
fuck.
Guys, let's do some tutoring, bro.
No, I make them read. Like a little bitch.
You're that bitch, oh my god.
I am that bitch. But yeah. Oh my god, yesterday we played games.
You got games in your phone?
We played Guess Who, but it was a new version.
Right.
It wasn't like the board with like the pop-up thing to hide it
Yeah.
or whatever, and you don't flip them down. It was like windows, and it was like a 2-sided board
Right.
with a key, and that's how you guess who it is. You lock in the key.
They've just added more plastic to it, basically.
They've added more plastic, and it lights up and flashes
Okay.
if you get it
They're
right
just,
or wrong.
Yeah, they're just doing the most, basically.
And they didn't have any instructions, so I had to try and figure out what the fuck it was for. So then I just ditched it. I was like, no, we're just going to play Guess Who like we normally do.
Half of the board game experience is just figuring out what the fuck you're doing. Mm-hmm. When we played Titanic,
Oh, God, that racist game.
it dead ass was. Like, that's not even a joke. When you put the Japanese character as the yellow checker.
The accents.
Yeah, the written accents. I mean, it did have a very realistic depiction of how fucking hard it was to get off the Titanic.
Yep. And
Constantly.
survive.
Constantly being knocked back. Yeah, no, that was a fucking shit game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They should have at least referenced the movie once, though.
had come out? Because remember I looked up the game. I think it came out in like the 80s.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
can't reference a movie that doesn't exist.
True.
James Cameron played that game and went, "Fuck, I'm gonna take this idea. This is great." He actually based the movie Titanic not off the actual event, but off the board game.
Off the board game.
He was like, "I'm just gonna change the Asian girl to this white lady called Rose." Was there a character called Rose in the board game?
Oh,
Why do I
no.
have that memory?
You're getting mixed up.
Yeah, I'm getting too ahead of myself.
Yeah, it's really getting to you.
But anyway, speaking of Chris Evans and blockbuster movies, a lot of movies come out
Yep.
recently. Avengers Endgame. Thoughts, feelings.
Spoilers alert.
If you haven't seen the fucking movie by now, just
Fuck off.
you clearly just don't care.
Well, they've lifted the ban.
Yeah,
Ages
the
ago.
burn. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
Love it when we do actions that
They can't see.
just pretend we're joking off. Okay. Just
No,
pretend.
don't pretend that.
Anyway,
It was good.
yeah.
I did message in the group chat saying I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
I meant like the whole storyline of the universe. Because
Yeah.
a lot of the movies ended the same. Something bad happens. They fix it. It's all
Yeah,
Gucci.
there's a real like structure to the movie, and
Yes.
like all my favorite Marvel movies are the ones that do it a little differently.
But the last two, Infinity War and Endgame, they did it well. That it went all to shit, and you're just like, but
There's part of me that, like, it's not that I didn't like it. I do want to say that I feel like my experience of the movie is different because I had a really shit theatre.
yeah,
Imagine this, if you will. Me, night before the premiere globally, because they had it all at the same time across the world,
yep,
same day, which is rare because usually Australia gets movies a bit like a week late or something like that, unless it's a big blockbuster like this. So I look up online, I'm like, oh, I wonder if the tickets are available. Tickets are available for the 8:15 show.
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, why not? Fuck it. Let's
About to
do
be
it.
the first person to see this.
Yeah, dead ass in the world. I'm going to be like one of the earliest people. And, you know, I don't mind going to the movies alone. I like, you know, I'm all about spending quality time with myself.
Yeah.
I find myself very funny. And I'm like, oh, there won't be a lot of people. I go in there and I get there about 8 o'clock. Actually, I think the movie started at 8:30.
Yeah.
I got there about maybe 8:10, around then. I just got my ticket. I didn't get water or food. Interesting choice for a 3-hour movie.
Yes.
But anyway, I didn't really notice, thankfully. But yeah, walk in, the theatre is already nearly half full.
At 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. And so I found like a seat, and I regret not moving closer to the people because I kind of like left space.
Yeah.
If I moved it up, I would have been like quite close to the middle. It just would have been like a little weird. But I still want to be that dude that just like, you know how like when it's like, hi guys. But anyway, so these, I'm going to shit on nerds. I don't care. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Fucking pull the Yu-Gi-Oh cards out on me.
Oh, don't tempt them.
These three larger, just stereotypical like World of Warcraft, fucking like League of Legends nerds come up and they sit next to me and fill in the space. I'm like, fuck, there goes my opportunity, once in a lifetime. And there's also some nerds sitting in front of me. They're on their Switch and I'm like, yo, homies. But then they all smelled.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just cut to the chase. They all smell like shit. Guys in front of me, guys to the side of me, smell like shit. During the movie, I would get taken out of it because I would just smell like sweat.
Oh, God.
And I was like, bruh, it's 2019. Psh, psh. It's like, get some links. It's like $4.
Yeah.
Have a shower. Even less money. But yeah, no, it was just... So, and yeah, despite a very full audience, my theatre did not react to fucking anything.
Oof.
Like, it was really kind of bizarre because I was like, is this movie bad? Because the bits that I was kind of like, you know, like where if I was with you guys, I would laugh.
Yeah.
I'd go, oh shit, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like, I would be kind of in that moment myself and I realised that no one else was reacting. I was like, am I like reacting to this weird... The only kids that were, like, the only people that are reacting were the kids. Which is like fun, like which is fine. Like, you know, like Thanos appears on screen and the kids are like, get him! Get him! Get him!
Come on! Get him, Tony!
Get him! Or like when
Get him good!
When
fuck his ass!
Bro, that would be an experience if I heard that. That would be the movie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just weird. Like even when like Thor died, what the fuck? When Captain America grabbed the hammer, don't know how to pronounce it.
That was...
It was a good moment.
Oh, that like...
It's a very like fan servicey, but that's what these movies are, I guess. You can't really fault them for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, my thing, I don't know. There's a lot of things in the movie I'm like, if I was doing it, I wouldn't do it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I think the biggest one is should have been Hawkeye. I'm team should have been Hawkeye.
Oh, wow.
So much more interesting. Natasha, like you think about the character arc, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Natasha went from Black Widow, for those who are just base level fans. That's not a roast, that's just me being inclusive.
Yes.
Yeah, she started from being like she was Hydra spy or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of terrible person, whatever, and then she joins S.H.I.E.L.D. and she kind of gets this new family, but then turns out they're also Hydra. But then she builds this family with the Avengers and she feels like she's doing something good.
Yeah.
And then that's taken away from her again because of and instead of, you know, going crazy and killing people.
Yes.
She is still doing good. She tries and builds that, like, reconnecting, whatever it was that she was doing. She was doing good.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
See you later.
See you later. Whereas Hawkeye, on the other hand, he loses his family, which I understand, tough.
Yeah.
So did heaps of fucking other people. They didn't go around killing people.
Yeah, I didn't fully understand that bit. Why did he do it? Just 'cause?
I guess it wasn't really explained. There's a lot of stuff that's like, in the moment you're like, okay, whatever, and then you think back and you go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Any of the timeline shit. Maybe I'm a stupid idiot, dickhead.
Yeah.
But still don't really get it. And a lot of people are like, you're just an idiot. I'm like, well, here's the thing. If your like movie you have to like think about it. Like the simple plot line of your movie, you have to think about it heaps.
Yeah, it's not done.
Yeah.
Fantastically.
Like you'd be like, oh, but Inception you have to think about. But I'm like, that's kind of the point of Inception, is that you have to think about it.
And watch it like at least 3 times.
There's a difference between a Christopher Nolan film and then rocking up to a fucking superhero movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was just like, okay.
I reckon she should have died.
Really?
That makes it even more heartbreaking.
But like, that's kind of boring though.
And then people are like justified that Hawkeye is alive because his family comes back. But
but that could be heartbreaking too if they come back and he's gone.
Oh, true. True. But everybody loves Hawkeye.
Do they? Sis, who are you talking to? It kind of that's another point. I just feel like that the whole thing happened because everyone for years since the first Avengers movie has been like, who cares about Hawkeye? Yeah. Like they were just like, shit, we better do something with him.
No, I like him. I liked him from the movie, the one where the space things come out of the sky.
That's the first Avengers.
That one.
Yeah.
Because he did like one swift move and it like, I just remember that scene of him just like shooting an arrow. And
he's cool.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, that's dope. Yeah.
Was it where he's falling and he's like, oh,
I don't remember.
Yeah. It's so like impactful on you.
Don't remember. This is cool.
This is cool. I just liked it a lot. Okay, shut up.
Get off my dick.
Yeah, no. What else? What other movies have come out?
I don't know, but I hope that Avengers Endgame beats Avatar. Name one character from Avatar.
Yeah, no, I've seen the Jack's films. I've been saying that for years. Avatar, I only know Jake Sully.
Yeah.
Purely because of the Funhouse videos where they make fun of it and are like...
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully. But yeah, no, I've said this to Dad too, because like I was having this discussion with Dad. He's like, yeah, but Avatar's really good. I'm like, okay, name one fucking character. Name one.
What do you say?
So,
don't know.
He was like, I think he got Sully eventually, but he was like, yeah, I don't really think about that. It also says a lot that there's like little to no fan fiction of it.
Should we look it up right now?
Look it up after this, but seriously, anyone at home, go on AO3. If you look up Avatar, the only things that come up is like Airbender.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You can't find like any, it's like little to nothing. Like in comparison to, for such a big blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
Which I think says a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's very like spectacular and very groundbreaking at the time. It was one of the first big 3D movies. I think it was the first 3D movie I saw. And I was like, my little brain was like, oh my fucking God.
Actually, yeah, that was like one of the first ones I've seen.
That wasn't like IMAX or something.
I think the first 3D movie I saw was Shark Boy and Lava Girl. So I'm very happy about that.
I really do think Shark Boy and Lava Girl is superior to all of the movies we've talked about so far.
Fuck yeah. That shit in 3D is terrifying and thrilling.
One of the first 3D things I ever had was Sly Cooper, which is a video game. And I've still got the 3D glasses, like the red and blue. And basically the whole screen would turn grey with like the red and blue. And it was like a 3D area. I think that's why I'm blind now. Looking back on it. I just realised that's probably not like super good for your eyes.
No.
Sly Cooper made me blind.
Yikes.
Blinded by furries.
Emotional. Gone emotional.
Gone
sexual.
Hopefully not, considering he's an anthropomorphic animal.
Oof. Yeah. Avatar 2 is coming out in 2021.
Okay.
Which is 2 years from now.
3 years from now. I'm curious about it.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
Yeah, because it's got like 5 movies planned apparently.
What?
Have you not read that? Apparently, like he's made a deal with Warner Brothers or whatever the fuck it is.
For 5 movies?
5 movies, and they've got like the years and shit. It's like basically how like Avengers, it's like, oh, we've got our little timeline or whatever. There's an Avengers, like, not Avengers, Avatar, like, cinematic universe or some shit.
But what's going to happen?
I have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
But
I couldn't even guess. I mean, I could, but...
I mean, like...
I really could.
Even with Iron Man, there was an ending, but it wasn't finished. It wasn't over.
Yeah, like you could tell they've got more.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, so this is going to happen next, probably. Or what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
But Avatar, they saved the day. Ta-da!
I'd be interested if it goes into, like a joke, but into, like, a cinematic universe where it's not just about Jake fucking Sully, but, like, other aspects and, like, other alien stuff.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. If
that would be.
Like, it says Avatar, but it's, like, this universe instead.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can really explore that in a movie. That's the kind of thing you explore in, like, a video game.
True. I mean, I do have the Avatar Wii game.
Wii game, more like a wig.
More like a wig.
Yeah.
Nintendo wig. Mario Kart wig.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, what else has come? I'm excited for Ma. I did quote that in my text to you. I said it to you guys in the group chat, but I think it was busy. Don't watch this. Ma has Octavia Spencer in it. And it's about these teenagers, right, who are like, man, bro, we want to drink.
We're not 21.
We're not 21 because we live in a fucking shitty country. Suck my dick. Yeah, so I guess the premise of the movie is that these kids, you know, pay this lady to, like, they're just trying to, like, find people to buy alcohol for them.
Right.
And so she goes and buys it, and then she's like, oh, you know, I've got a place you guys can hang out. They're like, oh, okay, fuck yeah, let's get a little crazy. And she's just kind of like this, like, librarian-looking ass.
Oh, like
the fucking, like, she doesn't look like someone who's gonna be a mass murderer. She just looks like a...
Plot twist.
Yeah, she looks like a canteen lady kind of thing.
Like, lunch lady.
Yeah.
Has no life, who likes to visit Blockbuster, but not actually borrow a movie, but look at every other movie and go, yeah, I'd be down.
Damn, that was like a fucking reference and a half. People are gonna be like, what's Blockbuster?
Oof.
Anyway, so what the movie is about is basically, like, they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go to this lady's house. At first, it's, like, really crazy. She's just like, don't go upstairs.
Yeah.
And I guess she suddenly starts going into their life and, like, can text them and stuff like that. Anyway, the meme of it is like, in the trailer, they're showing, like, clips of her sending, like, Snapchats and being like, oh, you know, I've got the alcohol here, guys. And the kids are like, what the fuck? How'd she get my phone number? And she's like, don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone.
What the fuck?
And it's just like, because, like, she looks like a lunch lady, as you said, it's just, it sends me.
It's sending.
My week sent.
Send it.
Yeah, I will. We can even watch it afterwards, but yeah, it's just, it makes me laugh. And I think we should all go see it when it comes out.
Definitely.
What other movies? Movies. Haven't seen Detective Pikachu yet. Really want to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till it.
Well, you're a
is on
bitch.
Netflix.
My sister went and saw it, and she said it was really bad. But then I found out she was talking during it, and texting people.
Oh well, she can fuck right off.
No, and she's like, I didn't really like there wasn't, like, the plot wasn't really good. I'm like, well, you probably weren't paying attention,
dickhead,
idiot. I think she does listen to this, so
good.
Get roasted.
Good. Moya, I had lots of respect for you, and now you come out here and you're, like, texting in a movie theatre.
It's okay, she's a teenager, it's what they do.
No.
I know, I never really did it, but I was talking to Laura about it. She's like, I used to do that, and I was like, well, Laura...
What the fuck?
Laura, you're cancelled.
I'm losing respect for people left and right here. Who the fuck messages
Truly,
you?
Messy fucking May. I don't really want to get into YouTube drama because I have no respect for YouTubers, including myself. But, man, there's a lot happened.
I still haven't seen the James Charles video because...
Oh, I haven't watched it. If you think I'm going to watch it.
When I was going to watch it, I was in the car on the way back from Wollongong and he was talking faster than the car was moving and I was getting, like, head sick from it.
Really?
Yeah, I was literally like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I gather from it is that, like, the other stuff might be true, but not so much him being creepy towards dudes.
In his videos, I used to watch a couple of his videos if they were, like, cool or whatever. He would talk about it and he'd be like, yeah, I message boys because they're experimenting. But he never gets really sexual or anything with them.
Yeah, which
unless they want to.
Like, if it was fully like, oh, he's fully pressuring these people into it, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucked up. But having, like, a crush on a straight person isn't fucked up.
No.
Whomst amongst us hasn't?
Oh.
Like, bro, if that's problematic,
Oh.
I'm cancelled, sis.
Sister cancelled.
Like, yeah, and like even like flirting and stuff like that. Like, if you're gonna cancel, like, you've got to cancel all your brothers that have told like lesbians, like, oh, maybe
I can change your mind.
Yeah, like, well, I just really think of all the issues in the world. A gay guy like briefly flirting with a straight guy really doesn't really ting my radar of important shit.
Or just betraying his friend. Like,
yeah, oh yeah, you're rich. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck off. He did it to get a VIP pass at Coachella. I mean, who wouldn't?
that part of the story does sound really weird though.
Sugar Bear Hair gave a VIP pass at Coachella if he
bitch, you're rich. Just buy it.
No, apparently they ran out.
Oh, okay. That's the reason. Okay, well, then
like he couldn't get one, whether it was money or
right
spots.
He can't just be like, I'm a celebrity, but you know, like apparently the whole I'm a celebrity thing is an inside joke with him and his friends.
Oh,
that's the other part of it.
Oh,
so out of context, it sounds bad, but like him and his friends, including Tatty, apparently, maybe, I don't know. Again, I haven't really been super into it because I don't like these people and I just don't really care. Mm-hmm. At the start of it, I was like, this is really funny, but then I just kept going on, and then Jeffrey, fucking racist piece of shit star, got involved.
How's he racist?
Called a black woman a gorilla, and on camera was calling her the N-word.
Oh my god.
Like fully, yeah.
Oh my god, I can't watch any of these people.
I know, they're terrible people.
Well, they make some good videos sometimes.
I know, but like, so does like Jake Paul. Speaking of Jake Paul, another part of Messy May. Have you watched any of the stuff with Cody Ko?
No.
Oh, I'll give. It's actually.
Oh no. Okay, I know about that because Jeff Whitaker is involved in it. Yeah. And I watched his podcast on it.
Yeah.
I listened to that podcast and he talked about James Charles saying that he told him and then James Charles backed off and was like, sorry. And then with the Cody Ko thing, he tried to make a fun video and then Jake Paul comes in and turns it into a whole different other thing. And then they're all just like, what are you doing? Yeah, no, I have a lot of thoughts on that. One, I would probably never go on that podcast. Because, no, like, I don't really know Jeff super well. Jason Nash was also there. But to me, it just smelled like a bad idea. And Toddy Smith. Right, yeah. So, to me, that just smelled like a bad idea. Like, you know what Jake Paul's like. He's not going to come on and be like, hey, what's up, Cody? Yeah. Of course he's going to make a big thing out of it. Of course he's going to make a video and, like, expose it for views. The plan was they're going to script a video and just do back and forth, like, comedy jokes, because that's what Jeff's videos are about. So they're going to do, like, back and forth sort of roasty sort of comments. Right. But at the end of the day, it's who cares? And then it turned into him rocking up, filming the whole thing uncut, posting it. And then Jeff's like, there's some bits that he did cut, and here they are. Damn. Yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, okay. Right. So it's not, who gives a fuck, basically. Yeah. But, like, even, like, Jason, like, Jason? Like, they're kind of, like, backing Jake Paul up. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, I'm not saying that Cody Ko is completely, like, you can't criticise him. Because... Iconoclasm. Are you good? I'm having a stroke. Right. What I'm trying to say is that no one YouTuber you should be like, they're perfect. It's just not healthy for you. Yeah. As someone who's a long time been a follower of YouTube, like 2011. Well, I can think of someone. My favourite YouTuber in the whole world. Not you. Super mega. Massive. PewDiePie. No, Jenna Marbles and Julian Solomita. Oh yeah, they're pretty nice. Fuck off, yeah. I've seen their dogs. No. Oh, that's so cute. Sorry. About to be sent. Don't even get me started. No. Keep going. But yeah, I think it's a healthier to like acknowledge that these people are all just people. Yeah. They're the same as you and I. They may just have a bit more money or they're just young. A bit more. A lot of them are young. They're young, rich people. What do you expect? Yeah. So you got to take a step back and just, you know, keep that in mind. Be fully prepared. Yeah. You know, they're going to fuck up one day. Or you don't have to agree with everything they say, just straight up. Amen. Even stuff like video game opinions. Yeah. And stuff like that. Or movie opinions. It's an opinion. Like, yeah, people get very, like, uppity and go, I'm really disappointed that this person, like, liked the Game of Thrones final. That's cool. Make your own video. Do your own shit. And if you're not okay with our opinions, roast us in the comments below, unsubscribe, click that restrict button.
This is my YouTube channel. Don't say that. Don't do that.
Do it.
No.
Pussy.
Yeah, all like 20 of my subscribers.
20?
It's nearly. I think it's 19.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
Could be 20. I don't know.
I'll make a second account. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not going to. So I love how I give you compliments and then take them straight
Immediately.
away.
Keeping me humble, Celeste. Keeping me humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's best just not to worship YouTubers because I feel like that's when you get into trouble. And, a good example of that is the whole pro Jared situation.
Can you refresh me on that?
Refresh? Dude who was a video game personality cheated on his wife, put a statement up on Twitter saying, like, we're having an amicable, like, divorce. Is they say amicable? Where it's, like...
Mutual?
Yeah, but also, like, it's, like, understanding kind of thing. Like, yeah, mutual. We'll just go mutual, whatever.
Okay.
We tried to fix our relationship, but it just wasn't working out. It's better for the two of us. Privacy during this time. And then she put up a statement saying, like, she didn't put a statement. Like, she just straight tweeted and was like, yeah, so I just found out pro Jared is fucking Holly Conrad, who was another YouTuber over the past few months, and apparently put out a statement saying that we're getting a divorce. I can't see it because he's blocked me on Twitter. And like it's become more messy by the day because like Holly spoke out and said, actually I was just trying to protect him from her, and she posted like all these like private texts and stuff like that. So Heidi is the ex-wife and Holly's the homewrecker.
Holly, right, okay, cool.
And yeah, basically it was just like post all these private texts and stuff like that.
Between Holly and Jared.
And not Holly and Jared, more like Heidi and Holly
right.
and Heidi and Jared.
Right.
And basically try to make her look like the bad guy. And there's a really like funny in that it's awful kind of way where she tweets, if Heidi was feeling that she was being abused, she should have just left. Next tweet, it was really hard for pro Jared to leave. It's really hard for like people being abused to leave their abusers.
Dumb bitch.
It's like the disconnect. Like tweet after tweet.
No, but that's like actually psychopathic.
Yeah, no, it's
psychotic.
It's very surprising to me because I'm like a fan of the Game Grumps, so I knew kind of about those personalities. I wasn't like never a fan of them, but like seeing that side of people, it's like
you need to find some morals.
Oh, for real.
For real.
But yeah, and the other part of it, which is I think the part a lot of people aren't focusing on, maybe because it's too fucked up or whatever.
Oh.
But he also did send nudes and also not forced, but more like pressured minors into sending nudes back. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, he cheated. I'm like, okay, but also
he also
he's also kind of pedophile. And like even in Holly's statement, she like in her tweets, she was like, I don't agree with what he did. I'm like, girl, he didn't like accidentally put the rubbish in the recycling.
No.
This was an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
And like one of the guys who like had that was like one of the people that felt like he was pressured and stuff like that, said like, I emailed Holly back in like last year.
Yeah.
So she knew about it. Yeah, because, when you're 14, 15, a lot of
you're
people
figuring shit out.
Yeah, you don't... Like, if your favourite YouTuber starts making jokes like, people send nudes, and he made, like, a NSFW Tumblr account where you could submit things.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
And he also, like, told people... Like, he said on his, like, Ask a Fam, like, I've submitted my nudes to, like, nude accounts kind of thing. Like, I bet you can't figure out which one's mine, stuff like that. So, very just weird behaviour with fans, just straight up. Like, you shouldn't be acting like that, especially when you know you have a youngerish audience. Because you go to those fan meetups, you see all the 14 and 15-year-olds.
True. How old is he?
He...
Like, old or...
I think I figured it out the other day. I think he's a few years younger than my dad.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Which put it a lot in perspective for me. So, I think, he must be like... I'll look it up right now. Of all the things that I'm looking up right now.
33?
Oh, why did I say... Oh, he's 15. That's not close to my dad. I don't know why I said that. But still, that's
old.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's not old, but that's weird.
Well, it's, yeah, if you're talking to 14-year-olds, that's bizarre.
half your age.
Yeah, you were in high school more than 15 years ago. Like, that's...
Disgusting.
Like, high school feels long ago for me now.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even been, like, a year since I've graduated.
Yeah.
So, the logic of that is so... But, yeah, so these guys, they end up, like, after both realising how shitty the situation was, Pro Jared was a part of this gaming group who've had their fair share of controversies, I will say.
Right.
Normal Boots, they emailed and said, hey, just so you know, and they got like an email back saying like, oh, you know, we're going to be investigating this and looking into this. And they also emailed Holly because Holly and Jared are in this D&D thing together. Right.
Yeah.
And so like they like basically similar to like Critical Role or the Adventure Zones kind of thing. So like that podcasty form of playing D&D.
Yeah.
So that's how those two met. Yeah, and basically said, hey, just so you know, this is going on or whatever. So she knew about it.
And
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
There's a lot of choices being made.
A lot of choices.
But yeah, this may have been messy. Messy.
Messy May.
Just, I don't know, just YouTubers just fucking losing their shit.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, I know it's not very nice to laugh at, but I think one of the funniest things that have come from this was that Pro Jared, the night of like this whole situation, he got the record of the most subscribers lost in like a day. Next day, James Charles thing happens. James Charles breaks his record. So he immediately loses his record.
Yeah. Wow. So, immediately.
Yeah. Damn, imagine if there was the one thing he was annoyed about, like, oh yeah, whatever, my wife, whatever the fuck. But promo record.
Dude, I love the clown memes that have come from this as well.
Oh, yeah.
Transforming James Charles into a clown. Transforming everybody into a clown.
They're like fucking clown music over like all the tweets and stuff like that.
I love it so much.
It's a good way just to tell someone you're acting a fool.
Yes, it is.
Since you want to act like a clown. But, yeah.
And the videos of people putting on clown makeup as they're like sobbing with clown music, just being like, I'm a clown. Like, it's so
I'm a clown.
funny.
I'm a clown.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Bitch, I'm a clown.
What's the next YouTube drama?
Next YouTube drama.
You don't have to say any names, just like situation.
Next YouTube drama.
Someone's going to do something racist again.
We're due for racism, aren't we?
We're due for racism.
No, I think someone's going to slip up and say something. I reckon it's going to be Logan Paul.
Oh, you're going to call out names?
Up. No, I think he's going to slip up and he's going to say something and then he's going to be like, oh, wait, no, I didn't mean it that way. Sort of thing. He does it all the time, but I feel like it's going to be
a big deal.
Targeted towards it.
Like a minority group or something.
I reckon it's going to be targeted towards LGBT.
Okay.
Just straight up.
It is Pride Month. Why not?
Fucking oath.
Pride Month.
Time for controversy.
It's a very much an American thing. Oh my god, fuck off.
Pride Month. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's technically a holiday in America or something like that. We don't really do it here in Australia. But I will say it is the time of the year when the most discourse just comes out.
True.
People arguing over the stupidest shit.
Although
it's like we're dying. There are people that are like dying in the world, and people are like, but what about this little minuscule thing? Like, should people be able to wear harnesses to pride marches? And I'm like, they're fully people dying. And you're like,
what? Why can't they wear that?
Because a lot of people think that, which like to a certain degree I understand that like, oh, pride is becoming too sexualized or whatever.
Oh.
If there was something I'd be more worried about, yet to go to Mardi Gras, I would love to, but from what I've seen, is corporations, and I think it's inappropriate for cops to be there in the march itself.
Oh, why would they need to be in the march themselves?
Yeah, because like they have like where it's like the cops like in uniform. I think that's inappropriate specifically because in Mardi Gras, how it started was people protesting and cops bashing them up.
Right.
I find that kind of inappropriate. You know?
Yeah.
And like people are like, well, you know, it's changed and whatever. And like, oh, they're there like people will be like, oh, they're there for protection. They're not.
No.
I'm specifically talking about the people in the march.
Yeah.
They can still go to the march. They just don't have to be in a costume. Yeah, in a uniform. Take your shirt off. Put some glitter on instead.
Fucking oath.
That's, I don't know. And corporations just because I'm a nasty little communist. No, but seriously, I just don't really like the whole like
Let's
turn it into a money making thing.
Yeah.
That's gross to me.
Yeah, that's like turning Anzac Day into a marketing
Yeah, no,
tool.
fully.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's something like commemorating something.
Yeah,
and sure, it's turned into more of a fun thing than like, oh, this was a riot.
Yeah.
Whatever, 40 years ago.
That's what the gays do.
Turn our trauma into fun.
Yeah, bitch.
Put some glitter on that scar. But yeah,
Let's bedazzle our trauma.
That's the way to do it. To me, that's like, it's yucky. It's gross.
It is.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't vibe with it. No vibes.
We know. Yeah, bad vibes.
Bad vibes, bro.
Yeah.
Capitalism gives me super bad vibes, bro.
But some good things. I think, was it Thailand? Legalized.
Taiwan.
Legalized.
Yes, first Asian country.
Yep. And the first couple to get married legally were two women.
Wig. No, that's really good though.
They
and
were
like,
really cute.
I think they passed the actual like, or like the court thing was a couple, because I thought that had already happened for some reason.
No, they were passing. They needed the like go ahead.
Right. Yeah, they were just waiting. They were waiting for something.
They're
yeah.
waiting for like just a little tick in a box.
Basically. Yeah, it was like how like when gay marriage passed here, like they passed the law, but then they had to wait for the like Governor General and all that to sign off.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as soon as they went, okay, everyone agrees, done.
Yeah. No.
They had to like go through the process first.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think everything was done. They literally just needed like the smallest insignificant thing of just ticking a box for people to do it.
It's weird how something like so significant can be just like that, like just physically that small.
Yeah. I think, was it Canada where like there was like a time period where most countries changed it from marriage between two people to being man and woman.
Yeah.
And then Canada, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure, because they were one of the first people to make it legal. I'm pretty sure they just kind of went like...
the first country was the Netherlands in 2003.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure some country, they just like kind of looked at it and they're like,
we'll just leave it. It was probably the Netherlands.
I think they did something like that, or it changed, and then they like quickly were just like, nah.
That's too much to worry about. Just
honestly,
fucking change it back.
Just
vibes, yeah.
Skate.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I don't know, because like I saw this like someone did like a timeline just over text, like with emojis, saying like when countries legalized it.
Yeah.
And it made me not only realize like just how recent it is, but just how little it is. Because when like you feel like, oh, okay, well America's got it legalized, Australia's got it legalized.
Yeah.
New Zealand's got it legalised. England, the UK has got it legalised.
Yeah.
In your mind, it's like, wow, we're like nearly done. And then you realise there's about like 100 more countries.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of those where like persecution and all that still happens. And you're like, damn.
Ah, shit.
It's a very Western view to be like, wow, gay rights, we're done.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even in Australia, that shit's not over. I mean, as someone who's currently trying to get through that medical stuff.
I'm so angry about that.
Vibes.
I read your tweets, like the thread, and I was just like fuming.
Yeah,
on the inside.
it's one of those things. Like during it, I was kind of like, okay, like whatever. But then, like the more I thought about it, I was like, that wasn't a pleasant experience.
No, like if I was in that doctor's office, I literally would have back-chatted the shit out of him.
Her,
my bad.
Wow,
wow, I'm
bitch.
so fucking sexist.
Yeah, it felt
be male. There's no such thing as a female doctor, only nurses.
But yeah, no, it was just like, just very condescending, the whole process. And yeah, as I said, it kind of just was like, prove yourself. And once it kind of felt like you'd prove yourself, it was like, are you sure you want to do this? Here's all the negative. Like I was saying to mum and dad,
doubt yourself.
Yeah. Like I was saying to mum and dad last night, like she didn't mention like, oh, but like on a positive, you know, we've scientifically found that your mental health becomes so much better. Like that's been proven.
Yeah.
Like they don't mention that or any like the positive outcomes. It's like, oh, have you thought about having children and stuff like that? And it just constantly felt like. And like I get that it's also like a liability kind of thing. Where it's
like if they change their mind or
whatever. Like they don't want to be like, oh,
I didn't know this could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting there and I'm literally telling her like, you know, I've been trans since I was 11. I've read the changes like fucking 50 times. Bitch.
Yeah.
I've like watched a million fucking like transition videos.
Yeah.
I know what's gonna happen. I get it.
understand.
I get that I'm going to lose some hair. I get it. I know, okay? So it's just, it felt like, I was like, can I just skip past this shit?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get that they have to kind of like prove things and make sure it isn't someone just going crazy, but I really doubt that that's very common.
Yeah, I'm surprised that...
I really doubt someone would put themselves in such like a precarious situation and like be an out trans person, because like, believe it or not, that doesn't give you a lot of benefits in life. Doesn't exactly.
Shockingly.
Yeah, believe it or not. But yeah, it seems very silly to me that like there's this worry, this concern that people are just doing it for the lols. On a more positive note, what do you think of Death Stranding?
Oh, sorry, what?
So there's this video game coming out called Death Stranding, made by Hideo Kojima.
Oh, okay.
Not to flex, but I've seen him in real life.
Fuck off. I'm so jelly.
He was at RTX 2016, I think.
Yeah, it was 2016. Definitely wasn't 2017 because I just know everything about him. No.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He was too busy doing this video game.
Yeah.
And he was working on... I remember, like... Because, like, with the con hall, it was, like... If people were on stage, you could hear them, basically.
Yeah.
On the main stage. And so, like, main stage. And I was walking around, like, I could hear him speaking Japanese and someone translating. And, like, I knew a little about this game, but even just hearing it, I was like, what the fuck is this game about? So... I'm going to try and explain to you the wonders of this game.
Awesome.
From an outsider's perspective. So Hideo Kojima made the Metal Gear Solid games.
Yeah.
Which are notoriously fucky.
Yes.
And I mean that both in a way of like just fucking with the audience and just doing the weirdest possible shit, and also horny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think there's like some story where he was trying to convince like PlayStation or Konami, the like video game company, to let him do a boss level that lasted for 2 weeks, like real time.
Why did he get it in?
No.
Why not?
I know. But he's very innovative in that way, but to the extreme, just doing the most, basically.
Doing the most.
I respect that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, he made the Metal Gear Solid games, and he was also the one that was doing PT.
Yeah.
Until Konami were like, and cancelled it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that gives you a little bit of an idea. Anyway, basically, he leaves Konami after that whole shindig and goes, I'm going to make my own company and I'm going to make my own dope-ass game.
Yeah,
no one can stop me now.
True.
Because he's, like, the head of it now, so, like, he's got no one to answer to. So he puts out this trailer.
Which can be dangerous.
I think the first trailer... So he gets a bunch of his friends.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think his name's Daryl in The Walking Dead. Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
He's like that, like, very, like, kind of shaggy brown hair kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's the main character.
All right.
And
I think I heard about this a very long time ago.
You probably...
Just the voice acting part of it. Like.
Yeah, so it's like it's very the realistic style with the, like, dots and shit. Kind of like The Last of Us, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so the first trailer is him, I think the baby was in it.
Right.
And he's, like, walking around on a beach, and then, like, there's, like, dead whales everywhere.
No, I don't recall.
And then, like, I think something gets swallowed.
Oh my god.
And everyone's like, what the fuck is this? And then it's like Death Stranding.
That was it.
And they're like, okay. And more teaser trailers get posted. And with each new teaser trailer,
people just...
even more, we don't know what the fuck it's about.
So instead of, like, rounding it together to form a storyline, it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, well, like, it's not worse. It's just more like, wow, I still don't know what the fuck this is about. I don't know, like... So, yeah, so he's got Guillermo del Toro's face in it. He's got Mads Mikkelsen. Do you know the guy that played Hannibal? He's a kind of European...
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
good looking in that grimy kind of way.
Yes. No, spot on. Like,
and yeah, got like a bunch of other, like, he's just basically collected all of his friends and just stolen their faces and put it in this video game.
right.
And yeah, just more and more, there's this bit where I think I made a meme out of it, but there was a teaser trailer where you went inside someone's mouth and you went down their esophagus.
Oh.
And then there's a baby butt and it like spins around as if it's in the utero and like looks up and goes, and you get flown back out. And I wish I was joking.
Oh my god.
But yeah, and so there's a lot going on. Mads Milskin is there. He's looking like he just crawled out of a fucking tar pit. Anyway, so they put out a 9-minute trailer this morning that had gameplay in it, which is pretty crazy because we hadn't seen that yet.
No.
You can summon a ladder.
Okay.
So, okay, here's what I think the game is.
Right.
From this teaser trailer, because it gave you way more information. So what I think is happening, Mads Milskin, I know that's how you say his name.
Sorry, just note that Nick did roll up his sleeves to do this explanation.
Yeah, I'm ready. Mads, call him Mads.
Yep.
I know.
Right.
Mads' character was a scientist or something.
Yep.
This game's based in America. We know that now.
Yes.
And he, I guess, created this baby who is an artificial baby, I guess.
Okay.
Because he's talking to it and it's like, you're going to be able to see the world soon. So I don't know I think this baby's probably just going to be a symbol of something like unity or some shit. But anyway, this baby has some kind of powers to it.
Mm.
Something goes wrong. I think the baby, or Mads Milskin, like opens up this like rift because the dead are getting stranded in reality.
Right.
So there's this weird like because like there was like gameplay of you like fighting like World War II.
Oh, okay.
And like
so
they
like
looked very kind of ghostly.
Right.
So I think like the past and like dead people are getting like pushed into the present or something like that.
Yep, and you're going back into like purgatory or whatever. Like
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he fucked up. And so now America is broken apart. And Norman Reedus is like the son or something of like the president.
Okay.
Some shit like that. And he has a job now as a delivery man.
Oh, good for him.
And the president or whatever, or like the corporation or what is left of formal America is like, okay, we need to get this baby from this point to this point. It's kind of like in The Last of Us where you have to deliver Ellie because she might be the like last like
hope.
Yeah, it's like a hope kind of thing.
Right.
And it feels like really,
intense.
So yeah, so you have to get
point A to
this
point
baby
B.
to this place. Mads wants the baby. And then there's other fuckboys.
Right.
I think that's the plot.
That's all you've got.
That's what I've got.
Oh
That's my
God.
theory. That's what I think is happening.
Oh.
It looks good.
I need to watch this.
We can watch the trailer afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for it because I like new stuff. It's interesting because, so many games and also movies lately have been franchises.
Mm.
And that's all fun and all, but like, I want something, the flavour.
Tender.
Tender. Yeah, I just want something
all.
that's a bit more out there, a bit more experimental. And if it's Hideo Kojima, it's going to be experimental.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, and so when I realized, because like in the trailer they said the dead are being like, they said Death Stranding, and I was like, oh my god, the connections. I've connected the dots. You haven't connected shit. I've connected them.
You haven't connected shit.
But yeah, no.
We should pause this, watch it, and then come back and
Yeah, I was thinking that. Okay.
do it.
I'm gonna show Celeste Death Stranding.
That was
Okay.
weird.
Yeah.
We're back.
I'm baby.
Okay, I think I got it down pat.
Yeah.
They've
Can I just say
opened-
something? I forgot
Okay.
part of my theory.
Yeah, go.
I think, like, as I said, Mads is some scientist.
Mm.
And maybe, like, the baby was Norman Reedus' baby, but because he was a part of the US government, he was like, yeah, you can use my baby for experiments or something.
Okay.
I don't know, because his wife seemed pregnant or whatever at the start with that photo.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember.
But they, like rubbed out her face. But yeah, so he was genuinely into it. He was with the US government. He was like, yeah, this baby's going to do great things. And then, like, something went wrong. And he became, like, attached to the other side.
Yeah.
The dead.
Yeah.
So he's, like, both living but also dead.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, go with your theory.
I reckon. This is set in the future. So
Yeah.
I think someone.
I mean, it is America. It could be next week.
I reckon they've. Someone's given birth to that baby, had an emergency cesarean. The baby's died, but then brought back to life, and it can go to the dead and back to present.
Right. And so they're like, wow, this baby's next gen.
This baby's tight as fuck, like dope as fuck. And then it's like a mix between Far Cry and
Okay, you're talking like gameplay now.
yeah,
The
Far
open
Cry
world
and
thing.
The Amazing Race. Because there's like this one dude who's like, no. Well, I think they realize the power of it, and one guy's like, yeah, the dead are dope. Like, they're like soldiers, like armies. Yeah, like dope as fuck. And then the other people are like, nah, it's kind of like ruining life right now. And they're like, don't know about that.
Yeah.
And then
So maybe like that lady, the one that was crying. Yeah, also, by the way, I counted 5 people crying.
no, 6.
Was it 6? Damn. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. That's a some kind of, it's called motive.
I guess.
Don't know. I guess we'll have to play the game to figure out what the fuck that means poetically. Yeah, because it's because basically the Metal Gear games were basically anti-war.
Yeah.
Like, it was basically like the horrors of war. So I'm interested to see what the meaning of this is. Whether it's like anarchism or something.
Yeah.
Or it's
Protection? I don't know.
like it's because like the main character, right, Norman Reedus, like throughout is just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work, whatever. Like, I'm doing it or whatever, but whatever it is that they're trying to do, this unifying thing, the world's already gone to shit.
Yeah. There's no point.
The other characters, I can't tell. Maybe I just need to. I'm bad at listening and like discerning voices, especially American voices. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's like there's several different ladies or if it's one. All every time a lady speaks, it's the same person. I can't tell. Could you tell?
Yes.
Is it the same person?
No.
It's different people.
Different people.
Well, all those people, all those ladies were all like, you know, you have to unify. We have to bring America together again.
I think there were like 2 ladies speaking.
Yeah,
3.
it sounded like there was like the American lady and maybe that lady who was crying blood.
Yes.
Seems like it. But yeah, so
Yeah. I think we should just move on from that fuckery.
but yeah, no, it's pre-orders is available now and play it in November, which I'm excited for. I would film it if I could figure it out. I've got till November to figure it out. If Kojima will let me record it.
True. What if you just do the demo or something? If there is one.
I don't think there is a demo.
Oh, that's boring.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like that's kind of like the mystery of it. I think he's going to try and keep it. I mean, yeah, people, like, I think I've seen interviews from actors. I don't know who it was, but one of them was like, yeah, I don't know what it's about. Like, I genuinely couldn't even tell you. So, yeah, I think he'll keep it as under wraps. And, like, until November, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because, yeah, people are like, oh, I can pre-order it now. I was like, oh, fuck.
Damn.
So, if anyone wants to buy me a video game recorder, that'd be really great. Thanks.
Thanks, Illy. Kiss,
Thanks,
kiss.
Illy. It's 2.
That is the 2.
What else? Speaking of bringing America together again, the Australian election. We don't have to talk much about it, but I only bring it up because I was editing our vlog from this month. My vlog from this month, and at the start of it, we voted.
Yes.
And I was considering putting clown music over it as we were like joking and like I was making fun of like the Nationals and shit like that.
Yeah. Why didn't you?
Well, I just couldn't really find a way. It just hurt. It was too raw.
Oh, no.
It just hurt. It's just too much.
Give it some time. And
Stop
hope.
smacking the
I'm sorry,
fucking table.
I keep smacking the table. Well, so when they predicted that Liberals were going to have majority vote, I literally was like holding on to hope because I'm like, they've only counted 60% of it.
I know. They called it quickly too.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that.
And a lot of people voted early. Like a lot of people apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just easy to do. Honestly.
Yeah. And Greens
did have a swing in the Senate, which is good, if we're being positive.
and Labor I'm pretty sure some people swapped around a little bit. That's
Yeah,
basically all I know.
Yeah.
I think
Tony's out. Anning's out.
Abbott's out.
I said Tony's out.
Oh. Tony
But
Rabbit.
yeah, too. Yeah, no, that's... I mean, yeah, if we're going to talk positives... I mean, there's probably someone listening to this like, what the fuck?
It's just...
Sorry.
A lot of young people usually vote for Labor and Greens because it's about modern issues rather than Liberals who are about the economy and shit.
We care about people.
Yeah. And not
an economy that isn't actually a real thing. So.
Yes. Yeah, so the Liberals are
There's
very...
going to be someone that's like, well, actually... I don't care.
The Liberals are very much like, we want to protect our living style, our lifestyle.
We want to protect our money.
Yes. And then Labor is kind of like, well, hang on 1 minute.
And people who vote for it are like, oh, but that's not... I'm like, well, you're either voting for them because you're protecting some kind of tradition, whether it's because you're rich or because you're white.
Yes.
It's usually one or the other.
Yeah.
And that's why you have, like, gay guys that vote for it. It's because they're white and or rich.
Yes. It's very...
And if you're listening to this and being like, that's not me, actually consider why.
Yeah. Why did you vote for that? Because there's nothing... A lot of people say, oh, it's for the economy of Australia, for the greater good of Australia. What's wrong with Australia's economy?
Well, like that and... Like, for the past few years, under Liberal, the economy has been bad anyway. So.
It's not crashing. It's not the worst, but the environment. Oh, yeah. There's literally children locked up in...
Yeah, like, thank you for voting for killing children.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
They don't give a fuck.
It's funny, the people that are, like, would have, like, talking about, like, abortion issues as, like, another, like, contentious issue. It's like, okay, I voted for Liberals because they're pro-life or whatever the fuck. It's like, okay, but there are children dying.
Yeah.
Like, real ones that are alive and breathing.
Yes.
But the fetus. but the Norman Reader's fetus.
Oh, I love those memes. Oh, what was it? Against abortion, whatever thing. They posted a photo of a fetus. And someone commented on it, like a tweet commented on it saying, if I throw it to the wall, it'll stick. And I just laughed. It was so good. I'm like, oh.
That's not even real. Like, those ones, like,
yeah.
In case it wasn't obvious to anyone with a brain, that isn't real.
No. It's a fucking gelatin gummy bear. Like, fuck off.
Sorry, I'm just reading, like, this potential subjects for this. And one of the things I was writing, because I was watching YouTube while writing this stuff down, is lo-fi, hip-hop, radio beats to relax study to. Always in my recommended. So, like, speaking of YouTube and all that, I was watching Cody Ko's new video with kombucha. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Okay. Well, it's just like the dude who invented kombucha, which is bullshit because it's been around. It's
centuries years.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Well, yeah. Well, like, yeah. He does say, like, I went to India when I was young or whatever. Basically, he just marketed it.
Yeah.
He was the first person to, kind of sell it.
Yes.
Kind of thing. Yeah. It just, like, it really, like, hit home that when you're a rich person and you get to, like, that size of, like, millionaire.
Yeah.
You get to the point where no one says no to you anymore.
True.
Like, you just say the stupidest shit and people are like...
Yeah.
Tea. Because, like, he's saying shit like, like, I like to colour outside the lines and to be different is, like, an expression of freedom and shit like that.
Okay.
And, like, when you're that rich, your friends aren't... You don't have friends who are going to be there and be like, that's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard, mate. And that's why Donald Trump... got as far as he has.
Yeah.
It's because no one has ever told him no, idiot.
Yeah.
Rich people?
Except for Obama. Except for Obama.
Obama told him no.
What was it? Donald Trump tweeted, this was all on, like, Jimmy Fallon's show or something. Donald Trump tweeted saying, like, oh, basically Obama's the worst president or whatever. And they revealed that it was by Donald Trump. And then, like, he said he's the worst president to go down in history.
No, I have seen this.
Yeah, and then Obama goes... Well, at least I will go down in history as a president. Neck minute.
Yeah, because I saw that Alex Ernst video where he's like, he's watching it.
And he just, yes! I love Alex Ernst.
I'm just not talking about YouTubers. I've had enough of them.
Who?
IGOR.
Oh.
Let's finish the podcast with something good.
Something good.
Happy Pride Month, IGOR, by Tyler the Creator.
Yep.
I know a lot of people put it on their Instagram stories.
Yes, they're like, look at me, I
People-
found something that everybody else is talking about.
Yeah, people are like, oh man, it's overhyped or whatever. Just generally, I think it's a good fucking album.
I think it's
Good
good.
concept. Like, musically consistent.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
interesting.
when I started listening to it, I don't think I was in the right mood for music like
Right.
that. So I was very much like, what the fuck? But when I see lots of memes or whatever of like Earthquake, legit, like every single time, I'm just fucking bopping the fuck out of it. Like I'm genuinely hyped
Earthquake
up.
has grown on me like quite a lot.
It's a growing on you song.
Yeah, especially the anybody
And then fucking up, and then up, bitch gonna send me up, send me up. Oh,
on the way back from Sydney, I forced Dad to listen to it.
yeah,
He did like it. He did like it.
He did.
I think so.
Wow, go Stewie.
Yeah. Well, he was like, I think he was laughing at like the titles, like especially like in the last two. What is it? Like, I don't love you anymore, and can we still be friends? He's like, that's such like a breakup thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like conceptually and like basically the idea of the album I sympathize with, being in love with a dude that just is fucking you over kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's an interesting thing.
It is.
Okay, there's a new triumvirate. Kevin Abstract, Frank Ocean, and Tyler the Creator. Together they form
The Trinity.
the Trinity.
The Holy Ghost.
The Holy fucking Ghost of gay rap music.
Yeah. Holy shit, yes.
Man, imagine, it would kill us. Death Stranding would happen if those three made a collab.
Did you say Dick Stranding?
That's Death Stranding.
Well, Dick Stranding too.
Everyone be gay.
Everyone just... like Thanos just snaps.
Instead of like that explosion, it's just rainbows.
Everyone gay.
But yeah, no, it's a good album. What's your favourite? You said Earthquake.
Oh, no. I have to check what the favourite is because I went through the album.
I even made someone at work. So there's one person I like at work. Okay, not one person, but there's one girl that I get on well with, mainly because one, she's 22, and like the rest of the people I work with are way younger. Well, they're still in high school, I should say. Two, she's gay. Three, she listens to Critical Role. So,
Right. Obviously.
homies.
Yeah.
Talking about D&D, all that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was telling her about how I was listening to IGOR, and I was telling her about it, and she's like, oh, I'll give it a listen. And I was kind of like, oh man, she probably won't like it. And then she sent me a Snapchat later and was like, by the way, I really like the album. And I was like, thank fucking God.
Does she know Brockhampton?
I don't think so.
Should we introduce?
I should.
Should that be the next?
I should.
The next big step. Yes.
Yeah.
My favourite is What's Good.
Yes. I like, I think.
I didn't like that one as much.
Really? It gives me like
I
old
think-
Kanye vibes.
I think I have to. I think it has to grow on me. Honestly,
Okay.
I think if I listen to it again, I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, this is a bit.
I think for me it's old Kanye vibes.
I
Because
see that.
like, especially throughout the album, because I was like, I bet you he used a lot of his vocals for like rhythm and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you know? Tyler tweets and says like, yeah, I love the drum kits. I at first when I was doing the demos was just use my voice, and I was like, oh, just left it in. I was like, fucking knew it.
Wow.
Which is very much old Kanye kind of thing, using vocals and stuff like that and samples for rhythm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Igor's theme at the start was so good. Like I put that, I was like, okay, I'm lying down in bed, had my earphones in. I was like, okay, time to vibe, bro.
Yeah.
And like that, because I was listening in order, that came on, I already knew it was gonna be a good album. I
Yes.
was vibing. Yeah,
Well-
New Magic Wand. I like.
Yeah. What's the one after What's Good again?
Gone. Thank you.
Yeah.
I Don't Love You Anymore, and yeah, that's probably all my faves. But I like all of them.
Yeah.
I'm using A Boy as a Gun in the vlog to start it.
Nice.
It's also only the first 5 seconds because I don't want to get
Demonetized.
the what was the song that I
Restricted.
used? The other one, the one that samples Merlin. Don't call me stupid.
It's called.
It's called. But yeah, the song that samples that I had, but I put it in for too long and I got copyright. So now that company owns that video, basically. Hey Celeste, guess what?
What?
Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.